What's up? It's Sunny. Welcome to Sunny's Geeky Grove, the podcast about all things geeky. In episode 36 today, I will be discussing Obsidian's The Outer Worlds video game. But before we dive deep into this, hit that subscribe button if you've been waffling on doing it, or if you happen to be new here, that's cool too. Welcome. Glad you're here. I know you have many choices when it comes to video game entertainment, and I'm pleased you've chosen me. So, alright, if you have no idea what The Outer Worlds is, it's a video game, first-person role-playing game. It's for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It is actually available in the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, or just Game Pass in general. If you didn't do the Ultimate, which you should, I think you can still get that for $1. If you want to purchase it, it is a $60 game. Some places have it. I see Walmart.com has it for about $50 for PS4. But roughly $60 is going to be your starting price. It is a AAA title, first few weeks of it being out. It was released October 25th, 2020. And if you don't know what it's about, I will read the little blurb that Obsidian has on their website. Welcome to the future. Try not to break it. Lost in transit while on a colonist ship bound for the furthest edge of the galaxy, you awake, decades later than you expected, only to find yourself in the midst of a deep conspiracy threatening to destroy the Halcyon colony. As you explore the furthest reaches of space and encounter a host of factions all vying for power, who you decide to become will determine the fate of everyone in Halcyon. In the corporate equation for the colony, you are the unplanned variable. I just love that so much. So, like I said, it's a first person, kind of like a shooter RPG type thing. It's really a lot of fun. Obsidian is the publisher that a lot of people claim made the best Fallout game. They made Fallout New Vegas, which is not like my favorite Fallout game, but it's like tied up there. Obviously, Fallout 3 is like my fave. But Obsidian did great with Fallout New Vegas, and I was super hyped for The Outer Worlds. So when this came out and I saw it was on Game Pass, I've still been a little iffy purchasing games right away without seeing any gameplay from like streamers. So I installed it because I have Game Pass Ultimate, and I've sunk a lot of hours into it. It is so much fun. The customization wasn't super intense for creating your character. It seemed pretty basic. I couldn't really move a bunch of stuff, which is fine because since it's a first person, you rarely see yourself anyway. Even during like the conversation scenes, your face is never shown, so it's like, it's whatever. And you've got a lot of different customization elements with like weapons and armor, which is a lot of fun. There are mods for weapons, armor, all that, and you can make it all your own, if you will. And then there are the select number of skills, which they have the basic trees, and once you've hit 50 in one of them in that tree, then you can start putting them into individual. So it takes a little bit of time to max one out to 50, but not too terribly long. I think I had my first one maxed out by level 6, I think. And that was for the hacking and the lying, I believe. That was the first one I had to max out because your girl loves to hack. I don't want to not be able to get into something. So I will constantly upgrade that. There's also a really nice, wonderful perk system where every other level It's every even level, you get to pick a perk, and once you reach a certain amount in Tier 1, Tier 2 unlocks, and then, certain amount in Tier 2, Tier 3 will unlock. So I want to say there's 30 perks that you can choose from, and not only do you get perks, but your companions also have perks that unlock in the same variable. Unlock 1 in Tier 1, then it unlocks 2, and so on and so forth. So it's not super limiting in that aspect, but you can also give them customized weapons and armor as well, which is great because I had a sledgehammer that did tons of damage, but I wanted to keep my mace, so I gave it to Pavardi, the sledgehammer. So now she walks around she looks like a little badass. I love her. She's my favorite asexual queen. But yeah. Or aromantic. I can't tell yet. I think it's asexual. That's not the point. Anyway, I stan. And I really do enjoy the Sam robot that you can unlock on your ship. And Felix is pretty cool. Vicar Max is not the greatest. And then I have not unlocked the last two. I have Nyoka right now. That's the most recent one. I like I said, I think I've played about 8 hours of the game. And I am a very meticulous person. I will try and do as many side quests as possible before furthering along the main story, which sometimes has actually gotten me to the point where I've broken my main story before in some games where I have to go back to a previous save, which I am working on a 1 save file with this. So I really should be, alternating, and I haven't yet, but I really do love the animation style of it. It doesn't feel too cartoony like Borderlands, but it doesn't feel super hyper realistic. I'm just going to go with Death Stranding, even though I've not played that game. We're not going to talk about that game either, unless, for some reason somebody really, really, really wants it, then I'll find it on Redbox and tell you all about how I enjoyed delivering a fucking pizza. Anyway, it's got that nice middle ground of, cartoony, but sort of realistic. The details are great. I feel like they reused some assets from Fallout, which I feel like the control panels from Fallout 4 were reused, and Obsidian didn't even do anything with Fallout 4. Maybe that's their, slight jab. They recreated the Fallout 4 control panels because Fallout 76 just released the Ranger outfit from New Vegas for Fallout First. Maybe that was their, sick little jab, which would be hilarious. I love it. And there were some sets of stairs that kind of felt like vaults, like vault-tech staircases, which the visuals are just great. I think that it really does add to the and the colors and the planets, the rocks. Everything is just a lot of fun, and it doesn't take as long to travel between the planets as, some games like No Man's Sky. And you don't actually fly it. It's just, it just loads, which is super great. I was kind of leery of that because I didn't want to get lost in space, which is a thing that can happen in No Man's Sky, I guess, or could. I can't remember. I've played it about an hour, and I genuinely wanted to like it, but I did not. It's a hot take right there, I know. And anyway, yeah, so the traveling system's great. It does have fast travel capabilities once you're outside of a settlement, which kind of is a little I get it, certain limitations, but also at the same time, I kind of just want to be able to fast travel into the world. But, that is what it is. Obviously, the game's been out for a few weeks now, and I'm not the first person to ever make a video on it. There are a few people that have gone through that I've seen their videos. No Respawns is a good one that went through the customization process. He built a character and, you know, showed you all the different facial aspects for a male character, which I'm sure a lot of you might be interested in. I made a female character. I do not actually show it in this video clip, unfortunately. I'm sorry. And if you're listening on Anchor, you can't see that anyway. So sorry. But, and then Juicehead has done a video on it as well. He also incorporates some Outer Worlds gameplay into his other Fallout videos, which is a nice little touch. He doesn't do just Fallout 76. He does Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and then modded Fallout 4, along with Outer Worlds and other clips. I do enjoy them. Their hot takes on things and just the types of videos that they create. So no Respawns and Juicehead if you're looking for some additional gaming content. But come here first, Sunny's Geeky Grove. Yeah. I think that there's some things that could be improved upon right now, as far as, you know, sometimes I want to jump up on something, but I can't because my double jump only works backwards. I strongly dislike that. Double jump should be able to work forwards as well. I think that the pinpoint waypoint indication on the screen is great, but it should maybe say, if you have, I don't know, like if you have the quest open, it shouldn't just say Gladys. It should say, you know, buy this from Gladys or something like that. I know it's trying to keep a streamlined aesthetic, but I don't mind. And also the thieving aspect. I've stolen something in front of people and just my lie only needed to be 5 and it passed and they weren't angry anymore. And also, if you kill somebody in the restricted zone, nobody else knows about it, which seems like you should aggro everybody around, but you don't. So I think that maybe, like, I'm sure it's great for the gameplay, but it also is kind of world-breaking because, you know, that's not... If one of the security guards in a restricted zone gets killed, you know, I'm sure they have cameras. So why can't they see who did that? It's fine. It's the small things. I enjoy the different armor options, the different types of weapons. You get 4. You get like a pistol, a light machine gun, and then a heavy machine gun and a melee. Not necessarily machine guns, but like a heavy weapon, a light weapon, and then a pistol type thing. Which I think those 4 weapon types are pretty varied in the game, that it's not, they don't all feel like they do the same thing, which is a lot of fun. There are a lot of consumables in the game. I'm sure that they do stuff. I've read that they do stuff. I'm probably the only weirdo that I don't consume the, like, alcohol or the drugs in, like, Fallout or, like, any other game like that. Fallout's the only one I can think of right now. Like, in Fallout 76, they have the psychotats and the buff out. And I just sell those. Sell those to a trader and that's it. So in this game, there's consumables, but I don't take them because I'm always afraid there's going to be negative side effects, and I don't want that. I think that they tend to not even really be very useful, especially with, like, in Fallout 76, the bobbleheads are for like 5 minutes or like an hour, or the gum is like, for 3 minutes. It's like, why even bother then? If it's not going to be something that's going to have a lasting effect, what's the point of having it? Just remove it from the game and don't even make that an option. Like 3 whole minutes. Like, that's real time minutes. That's not, like, it's not that big of a thing. And some of these consumables in the Outer Worlds are like 23 seconds. And I'm like, why? Why have it? It seems very silly. And so I just sell them all. I keep the stuff that bumps up my health when I hit LB, Adreno. That's all I keep. So yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. If you have Game Pass for Xbox, I highly recommend downloading it. It's included in Game Pass. Who knows how long it'll stay, but if you end up liking it, chances are it'll be in Game Pass for a while, and then by the time that it's gone, you'll either have finished it or it's down in price and you can just pick up a copy for like $20 or $30, depending on, you know, how long it lasts. Like I said, it's about $60 everywhere. It did just come out on October 25th of 2020. So it's about $60. And that is where we are actually going to leave today. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, leave a comment down below telling me that. The thumbs down broken. Fun fact, it's actually broken. I know. They're working on taking it away. I don't really know. Hit subscribe if you would like to. It'll make me smile and happy, and that is really awesome. Ring the bell if you wanna. You can always follow me on Twitter at SunnyGeekyGrove, or on Twitch where I sometimes stream, which is at Sunny's Geeky Grove. Links, as always, are in the description down below. I hope you have a truly amazing day. You deserve the best in life. You are amazing, wonderful, and valid. My name is Sunny, and you have been amazing. Thanks for listening. Bye.